Over to the school board meeting on October 12th, 2023 for Pahire School District. All right, for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call. Brayden.
Here.
Here. Roll call. It's not going to entertain the motion to approve the minutes. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
Make a motion to approve the treasurer's report for September 2023.
Motion on the table to approve the treasurer's report of 2023. Second. Second, Mr. Alderman. Happening at the. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
Aye.
This time I have the president's report. 5 minutes. Please. I'm sorry, I apologize. All right, so. 5 minutes is yours. Do you have any rush or? No problem.
Sure. My name is Will Kennis. I have 2 daughters, Dallas, 9th high school. Here in Cross, Highland is in 6th grade middle school, and she loves flying. So what I'm here today is we're trying to grow our silent. There's one he is leading a team of a district team faster than 26, 78, 22 on 5, 6, 15 on 2, 20, and not from 1. So, like the other sports, so that's really what I'm here. So, yeah. And I don't think you might input in policy that's in place or things that change during the job. The rain today, yeah. We work it all together. We have spring and just working out to figure it out. Yeah, so what I'm asking the board about is can we figure this out? When we find some we may ask for when to get both in the sport. See involved. So I really do have the town hall is one of the code is kind of smooth for us. But so for people who get some. Is we like don't need that. That's really hard. Forward from that, your liver happens in December, and it fruits out of a lot of. That's hard to do. Yeah.
That's probably, at the beginning, we were kind of trying to address each person's concern, but just go through, we got some more comments than that. Oh, so we will get back to you.
Okay,
Soon, but
just one other thing.
real quick.
Just real quick, if running to you.
Probably more of the opinion. We skipped over Mrs. Hurley, but we'll go in order back there. District 2, we're gonna go to her, and then you'll wrap it up last. On the agenda. Ms. Hurley, you've been here before.
Well, maybe I am verbose. First off, I just want to say good evening to everybody. Thank you for taking the time to be here, especially those of you that are volunteering and volunteering. The reason that I'm here tonight, really, the primary reason is to give kudos yet again, to our district. So fall is my favorite time of year. I've been lucky enough to be able to attend the pep rally, which was widely attended by our community, and many people here in this room. And your son spoke very well. I mean, I've loved seeing the students when they speak to us in the stands, the tug of war, and then having a teacher, so I kind of, participated. That was fun too. But I love the fact that our community comes together, and not just the parents and not just the students, but the teachers. I saw all kinds of school representatives out there as well. So not only was I happy just to be there, but I was also really proud of how the band performed. They've come such a long way this year in such a short time, and I was so impressed with them. And then even, we had one student that got recognized, but then there were others that were interviewed that are in the band, but that are also in sports, represented by the cheerleaders. You've got football players. You've got other jerseys that were out there at the pep rally that you wouldn't normally see. And so that has just really filled my heart to see that our school allows the cross participation between the different activities. I also want to give kudos to, I've been subbing a lot. This week was the first week that I subbed every day over Monday to holiday over at somewhere else, but I'm also filling in at the Phoenix Center. And so one of the things that I have just been thoroughly impressed with your staff at all levels, the high school, the elementary schools, and this year primarily the middle school and high schools where I work, is that your administrative staffs at all levels in all buildings. I know that we celebrate a lot of different people in a lot of different schools, but your administrative staffs are absolutely phenomenal. They are working to fill substitutes, positions on last minute notices. You have your IEP meetings, You have, Swaterra Camp Day, let's go visit. You have any list of things that's going on at any given time. And the people that work the front desk for your teams, they are constantly on the phone, texting, calling. I mean, even some of the principals, like, have numbers of certain people and text at last minute to get people in. And so I just wanted to throw that out there, that if you get the opportunity to thank somebody, make sure you're thanking those administrative people, not just in April for administrative day. The homecoming game didn't turn out the way that we had hoped to win, but again, it was a lot of fun. And it was very, very exciting to see that the homecoming court also had wide representation across the board in the gentlemen and in the young ladies from the different sports, the different activities that we have at the school. So coming to the close on this, I wanted to speak particularly about the cheerleading team, because that's where my heart is. I never was a cheerleader. Some of you might be surprised at that, but I was ROTC. So, I'm living vicariously through my girls. And right now, I am thoroughly impressed with the cheerleading squad. Donna Fultano and her team, they have, my daughter got back into cheering in her junior year, she graduated in 22, because a friend asked her to do it. And because Donna was the coach. Donna has grown that team, and I know that there's been some discussion about how large it is. With JV and with varsity, I think that either 30 on one squad and then 4 or 5 on the other, so a total of 34, 35 plus the Cougar mascot. But they are in sync, and this year they are working hand in hand with the local rep, just like the football team is, right? To grow a team, and then eventually they could do competition. And so I just wanted to throw that out there, as it has been amazing to watch them. And for those of you that weren't at the pep rally, their performance on the field was awesome for a non-competition team. It was just amazing. Wanted to let you guys know, in case you're unaware, that they are selling shirts tomorrow night for $10, or there is a link that's out there that says Cougars, we appreciate, or we thank you for your service on the one side. And then on the other side, I can't remember what it says, but they are in OD green. The proceeds from that, the $10, the proceeds from that will benefit the cheerleaders and an organization out of Fort Indian Town Gap. What is it?
15, sorry, wasn't trying to put you on. Just
I think
15
it's
seconds.
15 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, well, let me get this in. She has brought candy bars from the middle school PTO. So she would like to go around and get your money. $33,000 has been raised by the middle school PTO. A lot of that will go for the prizes, but that is also going to work. And then the last thing is just about unprecedented in a very long time is the collaboration between the Pennsylvania National Guard and the football team, coordinated by Chief Smith. Last thing, Black Hawk Landing at 4 p.m. So if you've never seen that, please go and support. It's ready.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Mayor.
you.
They are focused on probably they, of course, the Sino Eagle, Theater Eagle, Speaker Eagle monkeys. And what is the likelihood do you think that this maximum can be employed as a unified race to be deaf, dumb, and blind to any reality that is in command control of a K-12 government school district does not wish to acknowledge to you? In considering turning a blind eye during 2023, we can only wonder about the true relationships among the NEA, CSEA, and those in command control of the PASD. Speaking of the NEA and the PSEA, there are the matters of this past July's NEA representation assembly in Orlando, Florida. The NEA President Rebecca Pringle, who of course is also affiliated with the PSEA. NEA President Pringle's message to all of America in Orlando has been characterized as bizarre, a time of raining and raining. To help the voting public properly prepare for this November's school board directors election, as any of those now running for a board position publicly critique this NEA President Orlando speech. Haley Fontanella, a senior fellow at the Capital Research Center, released on July the 31st, 2023, a paper titled The NEA Cult. This paper is quite an informative read. In it, a Dr. Jonja Lalage is mentioned. Dr. Lalage has written and lectured extensively on cult characteristics. Among other things, Dr. Wallish has based her research on political culture experiences associated with the San Francisco-based Democratic Workers' Party. For Ms. Fontanella, cult behavior includes blind allegiance to the cult leader, the discouragement of dissent, and the creation of the long enemies list. I wonder who within this school district has taken the time to watch this entire representative assembly speech by President Freeman. Also, during July of this year, a congressional bill was proposed to revoke the NEA congressional charter due to that union's alleged political partisanship. The National Education Association Charter Repeal Act was introduced in the House on July the 13th, and at that time it was noted that the NEA is the only union with a congressionally backed charter. In July, it was reported that Congress created the NEA in 1906 to elevate the character and advance the interests of the profession of teaching. Once again, I encourage each of you to watch President Pringle's July speech to the NEA and all of America. Also, please research the depth and breadth of the NEA's hostility to the U.S. House of Representatives Parents' Bill of Rights Act, also known as H.R. 5. Since PASD exists within the historical cultures of the Pennsylvania Dutch and Yiddish communities, one can only wonder about the zeitgeist that gripped those who identify as Delinka within the Commonwealth. Just think about how the left and its zeitgeist are pressing forward within the PASD. It certainly appears as if the NEA and the PSEA are quite willing to utilize the culture of critique by which to denigrate the Judeo-Christian foundation of we the people. When it comes to critiquing any flaws within the Delinka, the silence is deafening. Since the new school year is now underway, how possible is it that the PSEA and the NEA will be quite zealous to embed this leftist Orlando vision into PASD K-12 student captive audiences, especially those students leftists now characterize as our babies. Therefore, before this November PASD Board of Directors elections, just exactly how should a voter ascertain who would or would not be willing to use the power of PASD machinations to advance the bizarre leftist ratings and ravings of this Orlando vision? And as a final thought, The Vision of the Anointed by Thomas Sowell is a rather illuminating work. I urge each of you to read it. Thank you for your time and attention. And one last thing, I really would encourage anybody that hasn't watched online President Pringle's speech. I don't know. I really encourage you. Thank you.
I just wanted to let you know.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, no, I just wanted
I
to
just
know. I was just.
appreciate you not escorting me out. It may or may not happen in the past.
So, yeah, thank you for those all good things that you brought up. It was really nice. Is there anybody that wants to talk? What I'll do is I'll be doing this one. I guess I'll check. That's for the bottom. Thank you. Thank you. I think wonderful. Oh, I will do whatever you do the same. Roll on. But then I would do it, even daughter. If she wants to do it, that's what she do. I know that. It's actually involved. Yeah, first and foremost comes our students. I'm of the frame of mind. Already on the road. If you're a feeder school to the, we got a few others that school community, I don't know how you're charging you. Understand it, I get it, but back at, you live in this district, your taxes pay for that facility. They continue to pay for that facility. I don't know why we restrict, other than if somebody else is doing it. I don't believe that is. Please contact me on.
John, I mean, that's really where I'm at. I mean, I change the computer piece.
Yeah.
Not about the spouse.
Yeah, so we'll go offline with it and stuff, just so we're not there, but absolutely, reach out. With this, any facility that the school district owns should be for the school. Again, there's staffing issues, address things like that, I think we need to, maybe the board needs to tackle something better on that, I think we need to, but I'll leave it at that. Is there anything else? Just really important. Just so you know, whether it's that or not, I have no idea. So, for me to affiliate with them or not affiliate with them, I really do not. I'm encouraged the same thing. 17-year-old sons both get annoyed when I either call them in or talk to them when I'm home. How was school? What'd you learn? What'd you do? What this? I'm just gonna tell you. This school district, that's how we keep the priorities of this school district together. I don't think any of that stuff is in. You've given me some good reading time for my flights this next week, just so I can ensure that nothing I'm seeing comes across, but you know, Dr. Spindola well. We've reviewed in the curriculum, nothing that I've seen come through in the curriculum relates, as I know it right now, to anything of what I'm getting that you're alluding to from what those speeches are, but you have my commitment that I will at least watch and read, no matter how discussed it, and agree with what your opinion will be, but at least to understand what is trying to be pushed, so I can make sure that while I'm around, my voice is at least for that not to be. So,
Some PhD people were down there window for that event.
I think it was maybe some,
I think that was discussed something.
I don't think it was for that event, it was for a teacher's thing, there's a bunch of things in Orlando that happened, I happened to be in Orlando for a fire sprinkler conference, Orlando's a great convention city, so I don't know that they maybe were related to that, the timing might have been same time frame, but I don't know for that. Not aware of, nothing that when we approved the conference for the two teachers, it was not for that.
That's a different conference, it's
Completely
directly
separate.
professional related, nothing to do with their professional organization.
But again, I'll look at it and I'll at least let you know, I guess, I'll compare the stuff that you did are, so. Where I stand.
If I can circle back, just in terms of direction on use of facilities, by little board. For direction over the winter months. In line with what Mr. Jones and Mr. Gotti verbalized. Get on it.
Facilities are also shared with the field during the winter.
I think a couple factors, not specific special care. I think you have to take care in adhering to what's the weather. You know, if you have ice, you gotta be careful not breaking fires, so you have to make a day-to-day decision not to be on there, and just general. It is what it is, but the more use on the field, the sooner it's gonna come back to you for replacement of that turf as well, so. Use wears it out, and just have to be cognizant.
Which I fully support, I know that there's down more, but again, like I said, it's very dependent. So, that's my opinion, I will go around Marianne, you same way, as long as we can do so. Andy? With that, we'll go into third place.
If you're on, meeting workshop, on September 28th. There was discussion and explanation by Dr. Spagnola and all approval. Will be motion. Spotlight on learning, and around innovation.
Let's look at, perspective, field trips. No.
Include working the items as noted on the curriculum consent agenda. And you can see there the novel short story approval. That's for novel, what it's all started.
Are we doing the consent agenda or is it?
No, it's a consent.
Consent agenda, okay, so I have a motion on the table to approve the curriculum consent agenda as noted on the screen. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Liberty. Now you can.
Okay. And now you can take a look at those what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different parts to it. We're gonna vote all on this together.
The novel, the community festival.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Good, that's it. So this field is gonna fill out for, that one in the shape.
Staffing administration, we met on September 28th, and we discussed the, board policy from the second reading. Again, an announcement of the week that we covered in the discussion. We had no public comment on the fifth agenda. Motion to approve the second reading of board policy 006, local board procedures.
A motion on the table to approve the second board policy. Second.
No changes since May review?
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Communication plan for the staffing and the administration. Okay, I will begin. So I have a motion to approve the staffing and administration committee items as an addition to staffing and administration.
I have a motion on the table to approve the consent agenda for staff and administration committee as noted. Is there a second? Second by Mr. John. Any highlights?
Professional staff hires, long-term sub. Want to take the opportunity, we'll formally have Jan and another support staff colleague come in January to retire. Jan Penamaker, high school cafeteria manager. and has been, I want to say, over 30 years serving in our food service department. She will be sorely missed and hard to replace. The lady runs our high school. Does it very, very well. So we'll have her for a few more months, but we'll wish her well, and again, we'll invite her in January. Large number of support staff hires. I know Mike, Angela, he's great job continuing to fill vacancies. I'd like to tell you that we're fully staffed after this approval tonight, but I'll probably jinx myself for having said that. Transfer and support staff, some substitutes. Thank you to two teachers who stepped up as we didn't have freshman class advisors. Appreciate Mr. Blanchard and Mrs. Casey. See a coach hire, assistant coach for girls lacrosse, and a resignation from Kelly O'Connor, former teacher with us, who's retired, but stepping down as middle school assistant track coach.
Very much. Anybody else have any comments or questions? The only question I guess I would ask. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Communications, I don't know. So this time I entertain a motion. First by Mrs. Fisher, second by Mrs. Gilligan, all those in favor say aye. Aye.